I know it's hard to be the man that you've always wanted to be. The fact is that so many of us were wildly unprepared to step into manhood. Most of us didn't have the guidance, the leadership, the direction that we needed to identify who we were and what our purpose was on this planet. The reality is that society is actually hoping that you become somebody that they can control, but you don't have to. I know there's no courses, no schools, no platforms that teach us exactly how to be the men that we want to be in the world. There's no manual that they give you the day that you become a man that you can read and research how to be a man. Every single one of us asks the same questions. Who am I? What is my purpose? How do I create strong boundaries around what matters for me? What do I stand for? Who's my ideal partner? And all these questions go unanswered if we never fully engage with our process. If you never ask yourself those questions and you never know how to face off with that once and for all, then you stall out. But what if you didn't have to? What if there was a program? What if there was a course that led you through the steps and stages of clarifying the answers to these questions, so that once and for all, you knew who you were, what you stood for, and why you're here on this planet? My name is Jeddy Azuma. I'm a wilderness rites of passage guide, a leadership mentor for men, and I'm the founder of the Rising Man movement. And I'm here to tell you today that I am just like you. If there's one thing I've learned in the past 10 years of doing men's work, it's that no man is unique. We all have the same challenges in our lives, just different details to the same story. When I was in my early 20s, I had just graduated from grad school. On paper, my life was perfect. But inside, I felt empty. I felt alone, I felt lost. I didn't know what my purpose was, and I didn't know what to do. So I did what most guys do. I numbed myself with weed, with substances. I lost myself in my relationship with my girlfriend. I gave my power away to my employers, to my parents, to people left and right, and let them tell me who I should be and shape the way that I showed up in the world.
You're not the kind of guy who just wants to sit around and live an average, normal life and not grow. You're somebody who wants to grow as a person. You want to challenge yourself. And sometimes there's limits to what you can do on your own.
If you're thinking about working with this man, the answer is yes. If you're thinking about doing anything and diving into your own consciousness and really being a leader of your own household and your own sovereignty and your own consciousness, I would highly suggest working with Jeddy. There is nobody else in this entire space that I would trust more with my people.
And then one day it all clicked. All of a sudden it wasn't working for me anymore. I knew I needed to do something different. So what I did was I traveled for 4 months, over 3,000 miles, to spend time with the greatest teachers, spiritual guides, and mentors that I could find. I learned about embodied leadership. I spent time studying traditional spiritual practices, wilderness rites of passage, men's circles, all of these different areas and sources of information and wisdom that helped me clarify who I was and who I wanted to be in this world. And I spent the last 10 years refining this information, getting more clear on who I am and how I can better deliver this message to men all over the world. Ignite is a compilation and a reduction of the best practices that I've encountered over the last 10 years. In the fields of embodied leadership training, in the fields of rites of passage, spiritual practice, martial arts, men's work, men's circles, leadership. I've taken it all and I've packed it into the next 12 weeks of Ignite. Ignite is a 12-week online launch pad to ignite you on your purpose, to propel you into a life of freedom, and finally answer all those hard questions you couldn't find answers to. It's the accelerant that will light the fire behind your purpose, behind your confidence, behind defining who you are in this world. And the best part is, you don't have to travel 3,000 miles to find it. Over the course of 12 weeks, we dive deep into 4 specific pillars of development. The first pillar is self-awareness. Who am I? What do I stand for? What is my code? Because if you don't know who you are, then there's no way you can step forward into the world confidently. Section 2, self-expression. Identifying your truth, owning your voice and expressing it in a confident way into the world. Section 3, integrity. The most important value for a man to have. Aligning your life and your actions so that everything is congruent with who you intend to be in the world. And last but not least, action. Making sure that we put the walk in front of the talk, putting a specific strategy and plan behind all of these great insights and distinctions that you gathered over the past 12 weeks.
He helped me to find my direction, unlock what inside me, what was always there, And then also taught me so much valuable lessons around honor code, how to set up healthy boundaries and parameters in my life.
He's somebody who has walked that path time and time again. And that is somebody who you want in your corner. Somebody who has done the work themselves. And that is Jeddy.
The precision of an assassin when it comes to asking the right questions to help lead somebody through the forest that they're going through.
Yeah, I couldn't recommend him more highly. I've just got so much respect for him and the way he shows up consistently for everyone.
Just imagine that 12 weeks from now, you wake up, you know who you are, you know what you stand for. Every opportunity and decision that comes your way, you pass it through a filter of your values, of your standards. The next opportunity for a relationship that comes along, you know if it's a yes or a no because you know what you want. You've clarified that, you've cleared that. What if you woke up 12 weeks from now and you've cleared a whole bunch of these wounds and traumas that you had that kept you playing small? What if you took those old stories that you had in your life and flipped them around into medicine, into power, into a source of strength to propel you into this world? All you have to do is commit yourself fully over the course of these next 12 weeks. Invest 110% of you into every single exercise and challenge that Ignite offers. And I guarantee you, you will be a different man at the end of it. We took all the guesswork out. I know it's hard. You still have to do the hard part. We laid out the process for you. All you have to do is step in. You've got to muster up the courage, the strength, the confidence to step forward and face off with the uncomfortable. But as long as you do that, life will be different for you 3 months from now. So go for it. Do it. Don't keep getting ready to get ready. Don't procrastinate this next big step in your life because you're scared. There's thousands of men across the world who are going through the same process right now. So lean in. Just click that button and get started on your 12-week Ignite journey today. And I'll see you on our first call.
Jeddy is actually one of the most genuine souls that set the tone for where I am right now in this life, how I'm showing up.